Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Third movie that I'm reviewing tonight is one I watched a couple of days ago. Can you believe it? I've never actually watched this movie before. I'm aware of it, of course. Who isn't? I have seen clips of it on cable, but I've never actually watched this movie from beginning till end. And I haven't seen the sequels either. I'm talking about Toy Story, as you can see in the title. Um, yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched this movie. But yeah, Toy Story. Surprised to see it was actually co-written by Joss Whedon, and yeah, it's pretty fun to watch. It isn't really something that I would. For me, it isn't something that's having watched the first movie rather than this franchise. It is something that I would say it's really one of my favorites, but it is fun to watch, and definitely I should watch the rest of the franchise. So starring the voices of course, as you probably know, and the music of Randy Newman, by the way. We have Tom Hanks as Woody, Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear, Don Rickles, the voice of Mr. Potato Head, Jim Varney as Slinky Dog. I don't know who's Jim Varney, by the way. I think this name is very famous. Oh yeah, I know who he is. Wallace Shaw, the funny Wallace Shaw, as Rex, who is a nervous green T-Rex. John Ratzenberger as Ham, which is a piggy bank. Annie Potts as Bo Peep. John Morris, Eric Von Detten, Laurie Metcalf, she's an awesome actress. R. Lee Ermey as Sergeant. Oh yeah, the guy from Full Metal Jacket. And you also have Sarah Freeman and Penn Jillette, who is the commercial announcer for Buzz Lightyear. Yeah. Okay. So a few things. So you all know the story. Andy's family is moving. They get the new toy, which becomes his favorite. That is Buzz Lightyear. Woody initially is very jealous, and then later he's got to help Buzz get back, and they both are picked up by the bully, the boy who's a real bully, and they've got to make their way back to Andy before he leaves, or rather he's left, but they have to, you know all that stuff. So just a few things that I want to notice. I actually did not know that they initially were having this rivalry between them, that Woody is actually jealous because he is, until now he was the favorite for the young boy Andy, and he's got his sister Molly and their mother. And when Buzz Lightyear is coming as a present, it's a surprise gift from his mother, the action figure of Buzz Lightyear, who believes he's actually a space ranger. Then, Woody really gets jealous, and of course, funny part, a lot of these people, a lot of the other toys think he is, they turn on him because they think that he is destroyed Woody, or destroyed Buzz Lightyear, or has arranged for the help the destruction of the action figure happen, and they actually dump on him quite a bit. That's actually surprising in a movie like this, but yeah, all's well that ends well. Funniest part for me was, of course, the when in the house of the bully boy, her name is Sid, who wants to tape Buzz to the rocket and then light a match and then put it out into space. Those toys who is destroyed multiple times, and then they've, what do you call it? They have put different parts together to make up, try to survive, kind of thing, and then they all gang together to scare the boy, scare him the shit pants of him. Basically, is really funny along with Woody coming in. Yeah, that part was my favorite about the movie. And then, of course, the chase scene towards the end where they're trying to get into the car, get into the truck, but then they land in the open, what do you call it? The open roof of the car and land safely in the box that's sitting right next to Andy. And he is surprised that he saw them, and his mother says, "Yeah, I told you they would probably be in the car." So yeah, that is actually the sweet moment at the end. They become all become friends, and Woody gets kissed by what's the Bo Peep, yeah, by Bo Peep, and yeah, it's a fun movie. Feel good towards the end and all that. I'm not going to deny it. It is, and had I probably watched it when it first came out, I would have been a lot more into this movie. But it isn't something that I would put among my this great. And Tom Hanks is my favorite actor of all time. A lot of his movies I rewatch multiple times. I definitely will watch this again, but it isn't something that I would say is among my favorites for the animated. I don't think it is. Excuse me. But I do want to check out the other films. I'll do reviews of them a little bit more in detail than I did for this one. But yeah, uh, I did like it. There's a song by I don't think it's in this one. I guess I think it's in another. It's in another one of the films by Sarah McLachlan, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so that's basically it. Fun movie, good to watch. I understand why a lot of people do love this a lot. I will give it. Let me see. What are the reviews for it? I'm actually torn between 7.5 to 8. And I'm wondering, maybe after I watch all of these, when I get some extra cash, I will definitely buy the collection set, including the latest one, which came out I think 2 or 3 years ago. This was roughly around the time of Independence Day as well. This one, man, a lot of people really. That's what I said. A lot of people really love this movie. I'll give it a grudging 8. It is fun, after all. I was going more for 7.5, but I'll give it an 8. Thank you. Have a good night.